So looking at this current Bitcoin price action, we can see, guys, the price of Bitcoin right now is flashing us a very interesting scenarios which is pointing us where the price in the medium short term, where the price for the coming days might be possibly heading. So before I start talking about it, let's destroy that like button and let's try to reach at least 1,000 like in this video. Thank you very much. Now, first thing first, what I want you guys to monitor is this right angle broadening top pattern or ascending broadening top pattern, because on my previous videos I have been very clear with you guys, Bitcoin must overcome this key line resistance, and only after that we know these bearish scenarios have been invalidated and price of Bitcoin after that is expected to continue higher, but remaining below this key trend line, the lower trend line from this right angle broadening top pattern, ascending broadening wedge pattern, the resistance from this Williams alligator indicator, you can see all are holding us below 112,500 to 113,500 range. If Bitcoin wants to invalidate this bearish continuation pattern, then we must find support above this 112,500 to 113,500 range. Otherwise, we must expect a continuation which could look somehow like this, Bitcoin heading towards 100,000 and even lower because price parallelly, you can see, along with the resistance from this ascending broadening wedge lower trend line, Williams alligator indicator even got rejected from this CPR indicator. And for the month of October, we know that Bitcoin at anyhow, before closing the month of October, Bitcoin at anyhow must come across this trend line, top, central, or the bottom CPR line, which is in between 112,500 to 113,500 range. That is why I showed you here that 112,500 to 113,000 is one of the most important line which we have to flip into support if you want to see a continuation, not just in the month of October, but even for the month of November. But failing to do that means the upcoming month, unfortunately, could be printing and descending CPR like this lower than the previous month, which only happens during downtrend. So to avoid a continuation towards 100,000, even lower price target, what must we do? We must close the month of October above this key trend lines. Otherwise, we could be in trouble because price parallelly is also following this rising wedge pattern, and we know rising wedge is another bearish continuation pattern. So if we want to invalidate this as well, I mean this bearish continuation pattern, what must we do? We must come across this 112,500 to 113,000 range. Otherwise, this bearish continuation pattern will be playing out for the upcoming days, which might look somehow like this, just like as shown here in an example, because just like what happened here, Bitcoin is doing this exact move after breaking out from this lower trend line. If you monitor this example carefully, you can see after breaking out of this lower trend line, Bitcoin started free falling, but during this free fall we also had a relief rally. But even in this example, after this relief rally, what followed? A continuation of an downtrend, and same scenario looks like unfolding in our case as well. So to avoid a bearish continuation which might look somehow like this, we must flip this October CPI into support. Otherwise, not just only this rising wedge pattern, not just only this CPI indicator, not just only this right angle broadening top pattern, even this head and shoulder will play out parallelly, which is another bearish continuation pattern for Bitcoin. The right shoulder might not look that perfect, but I just want to give you an image what could be happening if we fail to regain our strength above this October CPI, because failing to do that means price parallelly could also be following another bearish continuation pattern which might look somehow like this. And according to this head and shoulder, you can see, let's measure the price objective from the top to the bottom line, I mean till the neckline. If Bitcoin shows further more weakness and also breaks below this key trend line, then you can see where is our price objective. According to this example, it could be around 90,000, 91,000. So this is a very bearish price target for Bitcoin. So to avoid this bearish continuation as well, Bitcoin must do its best. Bitcoin must close the month of October above 112,500, or for the best case 113,500. Otherwise, we have a lot of bearish scenarios lining up parallelly. I mean, Bitcoin is also following this 2B sell pattern. 2B sell pattern looks similar to double top type of formation. And in our case, just like what happened here in the past price action, Bitcoin, after failing to flip the previous high into support, had a sell-off. And only after testing the 1.618 Fibonacci extension level, an actual bullish continuation played out, right? Same thing is unfolding in our case as well. And I've been saying you this since a couple of weeks. I mean, Bitcoin here is also following a very similar move. We failed to flip the previous high into support and now we are free falling. And if this exact scenario plays out again, then you can see, guys, Bitcoin could also head towards this 1.618 Fibonacci line, find bottom, and only after that a reversal, which might look somehow like this. And why? Because around that price range, around that area, we also have another important support line for Bitcoin in a weekly time frame. I mean, support from this 50 exponential moving average. And in history, each and every time during uptrend, whenever the price of Bitcoin had a massive sell-off, where did it end? It ended after testing the support from this 50 exponential moving average. So what I'm trying to pinpoint is that if Bitcoin does show weakness, fails to find support above this October CPR, then in that case, we must monitor this price action around the 50 exponential moving average, right? But if you zoom out, you can see that could be one of the best buying opportunity. And in my personal view, the bull market is not over yet, guys. If Bitcoin does show a continuation on this 50 exponential, right, I personally think that could be a very good area to accumulate Bitcoin for the long run. And I'm actually also expecting a continuation of an uptrend. So in my opinion, the bull market is not over yet. And even if the worst case starts playing out, you can see if we zoom out, that could be one of the best buying opportunities. So guys, these were some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in this video. If you enjoyed my work, then please do not hesitate to destroy that like button. And to those individuals watching this for the first time, to hit that subscribe button. And also a quick reminder, if you haven't used this code, referral code for Bybit with around $30,050 in welcome rewards, then definitely check the video description, because this event is temporary. And if you are an experienced trader who wants to take advantage of this market volatility and also trade with free money, then the time to act is now. And by saying this, I'm signing out until next time. Bye-bye.